Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's get it. Let's talk some baseball. Thursday, September 12th. All right, this is one where we're going to be talking about what's going on in the Major League games that we have on this slate. Videos coming out a little bit later today, kind of under the weather, so please forgive my voice if we get a little deeper in this video and you start to see the sore throat kick up. Okay, but I will have four best bets. Yesterday, quick recap. We did go 2-2. Kind of weird day for baseball. All right, we saw one of the games that I thought on the card was going to be the biggest under of the day within Blake Snell pitching and Rhea for the Brewers. This was a San Francisco Brewers slugfest. I think we got 14 runs in that contest. But overall, it was a good day. 2-2, we'll take it. We live to bet another day, and I will give you guys four best bets in this video. So with that being said, let's get down into the picks. All right, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you all subscribe right down below. Smash the like button. A couple things that if you have not done so, it's awesome. If you can, you're not obligated to, but if you want to get more involved with the channel, please join us on the Discord. It's a totally free platform. It's just Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and Discord are just easy ways for me to communicate with you on a daily basis in real time. So make sure you follow me on those platforms if you do want the picks and my breakdowns, okay? But let's get into it. Let's talk more about it, and we're going to dive into Outlier for this video, where we're going to talk about the games, talk a little bit about the public betting, and I'll give you my analysis with my four best bets. Okay, so the first one on the card, we're looking at the Rockies and Tigers. Now, we have Skewball Ball pitching for the Tigers, going against one of the pitchers that we do fade in most cases, Ryan Feltner, 2-10 on the season. This is one where we watched the Tigers yesterday. They put up some offensive numbers. I mean, from the first inning, it seemed like that game was over. And this is where we find ourselves looking at an under 7.5. Me personally, I kind of favor the over. How far they let Skewball go in this game is going to be the big question. But for this matchup, we're going to take that no-run first inning bet, and I think we can easily divide that by two. All we need is the Tigers to scratch this one across, and we get out of there. So nrfi within Detroit, Colorado, for this early 110 first pitch, we'll be taking minus 130, best number available. Okay. Next game we're going to look into is the Reds and the Cardinals. By all intents and purposes, we look at the Reds and what they've been able to do. We can look at that red flag starting to wave a little bit in that divisional race. Sorry, the white flag. The Reds' white flag, I should say. But nonetheless, Jacob Junis going against Sonny Gray. Arguably two of their better pitchers. So I do tend to lean towards the under, especially because the Cincinnati Reds have not been scoring any runs as of recent, and the Cardinals at home, we all know how that plays out. So kind of where I'm at within that game, not an official play on one side or the total, but lean towards the under, okay? And then let's touch upon the Astros and the Athletics. All right, this is one where we do have a play in, and we are going to back Framber Valdez, pitching absolutely fantastic as of recent, going against Mitch Spence. I look for the Astros to take care of business here. You could a little parlay if you guys are into that kind of thing within the Astros and the Tigers. Little money line parlay. Came real close to playing that myself, but I'm going to stay away from it. Instead, we'll take the Astros minus 1.5 on the run line at a minus 115 price against the Athletics. The Athletics have stolen a couple games against the Astros, and we all know they're scrappy, but the Astros are poised for a breakout, and I think Framber Valdez will deliver that at home, shutting the door on the A's. 64-82 on the season, so their season is about all but completed in my estimation. Okay, so that will be my my second best bet. We will talk about the next game, Miami and Washington. This was an interesting one, and I wanted to find a way to bet this game because it did kind of jump off the page at me. This is kind of where you can find some edges. If two teams really have nothing to play for, all right, you can attack the game sometimes, but just for that reason alone, it's kind of a no bet for me. If anything, I would lean towards taking Washington, but I'm not going to bet this one. It's just kind of a coin flip, and seeing the Nationals minus 175 really does surprise me going against Darren McCon. This is something where I think Miami's a little bit reeling right now. And it's not looking good for either of these teams. But Mitchell Parker has been halfway decent, so if you did have to play the game, it'd be Washington, but no one's going to bet this minus 175, so it's almost worth not talking about unless you're going to shoot for Miami in some form or fashion, okay? And then this is another game where we're going to get into within the likes of the Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees. We'll skip over the Indians for a second. And the interesting thing about this is Nestor Cortez is probably my least favorite pitcher to bet for or against in the major leagues. Okay, it's too hot and cold, and this is none the same. But we still get I think an inflated number. I know this is in Yankee Stadium, so I hate taking unders in Yankee Stadium. But we are going to be taking the Yankees Red Sox under 9. This is one where we can find at minus 120. That will make my card be one of my best bets available. I like the Cooper Criswell numbers leading up till the start, and Nestor's last start was actually in a positive manner. So let's take the under. I think worst case we get a 5-4 push and cash on this ticket. Okay, so that will be my third official play. All right, and the next one we're going to go up to will be the Tampa Bay Rays and Cleveland Guardians. Now, worth noting, Gavin Williams going against Ryan Pepiot. Tampa Bay seems seemingly done within their postseason contention, if there ever was one. But the Guardians, they need a win to keep this lead alive within the AL Central. And now you can find a little cheap price here. Arguably, Cleveland's ace in this spot, Gavin Williams, minus 142. And you know, it's something where, from a talent perspective, they definitely were looking him into being that guy, filling that role. But 3-8 on the season since being called up, I don't see it. So maybe next year, but in this one, you kind of have to take the Guardians here minus 142. But I think the Rays do have a shot with Pepiot on the bump going against Gavin Williams. I'm just not going to bet it because it is kind of a discrepancy in terms of what I look for when I kind of game plan and you know, handicap my pitchers. This is something where Cleveland should win. They have to win more than the Rays. But I still think the pitching matchup goes to Tampa Bay. Maybe if you want to get a little frisky, play a little Tampa Bay first 5, and just hopefully the Guardians kind of stay at bay with the bats, okay? No play for me in that spot. Now, we do have a couple other ones left. This is just 2 games left on the card, and these are 2 games where we're going to talk about because we have a play in one of them, all right? And so let's get it. Let's talk about Texas and Seattle. This is Seattle at home. Texas on the Rangers on the road. This is where, you know, it's kind of a weird spot. Worth noting about is Kumar Rocker making the debut for the Rangers. All right, so very interesting here. This is a wait and see for me. If you want to go Kumar Rocker, take the strikeout props over, go for it. But as you know, I would like to give you a number, and that's kind of why I want to bet it. That's why the books aren't offering it yet. So if any of you guys do find that out there, please feel free to message me on Discord and or in the comments at YouTube, because I'm very interested to see what that number is if it is posted. But right now, at the time of this video, it has not been posted yet. Okay, so going to stay away from it. I think he'll get some Ks. I don't know how long they'll let him go, especially with the Rangers kind of in the position they are. It's something where I do like Seattle. Boy, their bats were hot against the Padres last night. Michael King did not have his best outing. We lost on that K prop. So Bryce Miller gives it a shot again at home for the Mariners. For my money, it's going to be Mariners minus 135. And the likes of taking some Kumar Rocker props. If they ever get released, they might be a little bit off kilter. So that's kind of where I'm at with this game. But no play for me. And then the last game we're going to talk about is the San Francisco Giants going against the Milwaukee Brewers. And we have Frankie Montas, Hayden Birdsong. I like Birdsong a lot in this spot. However, when we're going to bet this game, we're going to dive into kind of why I'm showing you Outlier on your screen. If you're interested, there is a 7-day free trial if you use my link down below in the description. You need to make sure you guys all check it out and sign up. This is something where, for my sports betting, it's something that I use every single day. And quite frankly, if you just look into what Outlier can provide to you, we're actually going to do an Outlier bet of the day, because this one is one that I truly love. We go into kind of the prop markets. You can go by insight. You can filter it. I can't really show you guys all the features in this video because I just want to show you the pick. So make sure you click the link down below. Check it out for 7 days. If you don't think it works, you don't like it, you can cancel. Okay, but that's kind of what we have. And this is where it led me to, with using all my filters, finding Matt Chapman here. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up for you guys. Over 1.5 bases in the last 4 or 5 games at home, averaging about 2.6 bases. Okay, that's good value. Okay, plus 135. Also, you could look into Matt Chapman as well. Plus 150 over a half RBI, 4 of his last 5 games. But I started looking, I'm like, okay, well, let me use my prop knowledge to get to the best bet. And we want to take in bases, we want to take in hits, we want to take in RBIs. Well, let's just look at the hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, so we go down the list a little bit. And you can look right here, Matt Chapman, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, 9 of his last 10. We can find this number right here at BetMGM at a price of -120. And I'll show you exactly what happens when you do bring it up. This is why I absolutely love Outlier, okay? And right here, boom. See what it says right here. So you can see right here, sorted by his last 5 games. For me, we'll look at some last 20, okay? Last 20. This number hits a lot, okay? It hits a lot. Right now, we're looking at it 3 in a row. He does, unfortunately, last time he went 3 in a row. He did only get 1 in the game at San Diego. But now they're at home. I do look for this. He's been on a tear as of recent. So Matt Chapman over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, -120. That's probably my best bet of the night. I don't bet props a lot, but in this spot, I'm going to definitely do it. So that's what's going to happen. That's what we're doing, and that's how you use Outliers. So check it out. Links down below in the description, and let's get into those final plays. Before we do, make sure you all subscribe down below, smash that like button, and feel free to leave me a comment or two in the comments box. I love reading those throughout the day. Best bet, like I said, was Matt Chapman over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Detroit, no run first inning, as well as the Houston Astros -1.5 on the run line. And then we're going to put a half unit on that Yankees under 9, okay? I talked a little bit about Nestor Cortez being hot and cold, but this game is a pretty sharp under, in my opinion. But within these Red Sox-Yankee games, you always have the potential for a 10-12 kind of slugfest. So I'm going half unit, just kind of where I'm at and kind of my feel on that game. I like it. I just don't like it enough to put a full unit on. So we're going to just dabble with that half unit on the Yankees Red Sox under. Okay, so those are my best bets. Appreciate you guys. Good luck with your picks. We'll have a NFL breakdown as long as my voice allows for it for the Bills Miami Thursday night football. So that'll be coming off tonight. Hope you guys all enjoy. Watch it. Check it out. And also make sure you subscribe on your way out if you haven't done so. Appreciate you guys.